Hello, good morning, students. Today we are going to study about A.K. Ramanujan history, a very, you can say, emotional, or rather we can say ironic poem, history. Okay, and I think you already have studied this poem. I think a common casual reading of this poem history has already been made by you all right. So yes, before reading about this poem, we just, we should have a general knowledge about R.K. Ramanujan. Okay, he was an Indian poet, scholar, okay, of English literature, who used to wrote both in English and Kannada. Okay, so when we talk about Ramanujan, he was a poet, scholar, professor, physiologist, folklorist, playwright. Okay, he has this academic research which ranged, okay, this range is like huge. He know 5 languages. Okay, he is a sort of linguistic. He know English, Kannada, Tamil, Telugu, Sanskrit. Okay, and when we talk about his works, these works, they have this mixture of classical and modern variant. Okay, and he argued strongly for the local or non-standard dialects in their work. Okay, so yeah, he wrote, there is a large number of genres in his poem. He wrote widely, but his poems are basically remembered as this enigmatic work. Okay, it has this originality, sophistication in his poems. Basically, he's known for his poetry. Okay, he has this artistry or the command in his language. Okay, and whatever he composed, it is of great artistry. Okay, so yes, and he is also awarded Sahitya Akademi, rather posthumously, in 1999 for his collection of poem, The Collected Poem. Okay, so we are not going really deep into his life and all that. You can study that yourself. All right. Uh, but yes, the important fact about him is that he worked as an assistant professor in University of Chicago. Okay, and he is prominent member, this academician. He is a well-known writer. Okay, so yeah, so yeah, his contribution is huge. Okay, he has contributed theoretically or aesthetically in various disciplinary areas. Yes, and he has written this famous cultural essay, Is There an Indian Way of Thinking, in 1990. Okay, so yes, he is a sort of a culturalist also. He has contributed towards cultural studies. Okay, so yes, so these are some of his, you can say, short biography or thing, one or two about R.K. Ramanujan. So we are coming back to the poem which we are going to study about. Okay, so yes, this poem, History. So you can see how it has started. Okay, history, when we say, whenever we are talking about history, we always think that those events, okay, the events which are of past. ठीक है, past की जो events होते हैं उसको हम क्या बोल देते हैं, हिस्ट्री. ऑलराइट, और या फिर अगर हम उसे प्रेजेंट में देखा जाए कि यू हैव क्रिएटेड अ हिस्ट्री, यू हैव अचीव समथिंग, यू हैव अटेन समथिंग. ठीक है, तो हम हिस्ट्री का एक जो मीनिंग है इस तरीके से भी ले सकते हैं. ओके, तो बेसिकली जब हम हिस्ट्री की बात करते हैं तो हमें ये लगता है कि हम हिस्ट्री यानी कि पास्ट में जो भी चीज़ें हुई होंगी हम उसकी बात कर रहे हैं. ओके, तो येस, दिस पोएम ऑल्सो डिस्क्राइब वन सच इवेंट ऑफ द पास्ट, okay, in the life of Ramanujan. Okay, so this poem is rather personal. All right, so yes, this poem, when we see the title, you can just go through the title, History, and there is a comma. Getting it? History and a comma. Okay, so yeah, the poem, it directly start history which usually changes slowly, changes sometime during a single conversation. Okay, he's talking about the events which changes slowly. Okay, there are some sets of events which change slowly, but there are some events which automatically change. Okay, they do not take that amount of time, but it automatically change, and it can change during a single conversation. Only a conversation is needed for that change. Okay, और हिस्ट्री जो है या पास्ट जो है, या फिर आप एक तरीके से कह सकते हैं पास्ट को देखने का जो नज़रिया है, गेटिंग इट, वो एकदम ही कंप्लीटली जो है चेंज हो जाता है. गेटिंग इट, कि हम इसको इस तरीके से देख सकते हैं. ओके, जो एग्जांपल हम हमेशा से लेते हैं दैट देयर वाज अ टाइम जब हमारे जो साइंस है उसमें इतने सारे डेवलपमेंट नहीं हुए थे. ठीक है, वी डू नॉट हैव नॉलेज अबाउट ईच एंड एवरीथिंग. ऑलराइट, सो every element of the nature, it has been treated like some god. Okay, for example, we take example of sun. For many, many years, for many, you can say centuries, the sun was considered as some god. Okay, sun god in each and every religion. लेकिन जैसे ही sun के बारे में हमें डिस्कवरीज होती गई, तो वो जो पास था, getting it, वो जो पास था about sun, it completely changed and it just changed in a minute. getting it, जैसे ही वो डिस्कवरी हुई, अर्थ का डेवलपमेंट कैसे हुआ, ये डिस्कवरी हुई, तो जितनी भी पास्ट नॉलेजेस, जितनी भी थी वो जो नॉलेज, ओके, जो लिमिटेड नॉलेज थी, वो एकदम ड्रास्टिकली इट चेंज. ओके, सो दिस इज व्हाट ही इज टॉकिंग अबाउट इन these lines, that how things sometimes they change slowly, but sometimes they change like rapidly, or okay, he is saying that sometimes the changes are so rapid that it can change only in a single conversation. So when he is talking about conversation, he is talking something about an event or incidents, or his thinking about some person. Getting it, we are not very clear about it from here, लेकिन हम आगे देखेंगे. ओके, मे बी वी विल गेट सम क्लैरिटी अबाउट who he is talking about, or which event, or which event of the past, which event of that history he is talking about. All right. Okay. The petite little aunt. Okay, now what is petite? Yes, petite. Okay, petite. Petite, when we say petite, it means somebody who is short or slim or small in size. Okay, so when he's saying petite little aunt, it means he is talking about his aunt who was who has a short or slim height. Getting it, her height was short and she is rather slim. Okay, she is of a small size. Okay, so he is talking about his aunt. Okay, so we are getting some clarity now in the second stanza, when he said that there was some conversation he is talking about which drastically change in a single conversation, and obviously this conversation, it was all about his aunt. ओके, ही हैज़ सेड हर लिटिल. ओके, यहाँ पे लिटिल उसे क्यों बोला हुआ है? लिटिल इसलिए बोला हुआ है बिकॉज उसका उनका जो स्ट्रक्चर है, उनकी जो हाइट है वो कैसी है, बहुत ज़्यादा स्मॉल है. दैट्स वाई हाइट उनकी बहुत ज़्यादा नहीं थी. दैट्स वाई ही हैज़ टोल्ड हर, ही हैज़ यूज्ड दिस, यू कैन से एडजेक्टिव जो यहाँ पे यूज़ हुआ है, दैट इज़ लिटिल. इट डज़ नॉट मीन कि वो लिटिल है, उससे छोटी है. ओके, ऑब्वियसली ये कौन है? इसकी आंट की बात हो रही है, और यहाँ पे जो एडजेक्टिव लिटिल यूज़ हुआ है, इट मीन्स शी इज़ शॉर्ट इन हाइट. ओके, सो येस, दिस पिटीट लिटिल आंट इन हर गार्डन ऑफ स्वीट लाइम्स. ओके, स्वीट लाइम्स जब हम बात कर रहे हैं, स्वीट लाइम देखो एक फल, एक फ्रूट है. मौसमी तुमने सुना होगा ना, मौसमी का जो होता है एक तरीके से जैसे हमारे यहाँ भी होता है. ऑरेंज नहीं होता, ऑरेंज जिसका जो कवर होता है वो ग्रीन कलर का होता है. ओके, यू आई थिंक यू अंडरस्टैंड. ओके, सो येस, he said that my petite little aunt in her garden of sweet limes now carry a different face. Okay, so yes, he is talking about the single conversation in which his whole idea, his whole a sort of, you can say, image about his little aunt. Okay, his image about his aunt is that he is the short in height, and she is sitting in her garden of sweet limes. But he said that now it carries a different face. Okay, face, when he's talking about face, different face, it does not mean that his face has changed. It is rather that the way I used to look at her, okay, the way I used to think about her, it suddenly changed. Okay, he said that the change during a single conversation, okay, all the ideas, all the thoughts about his aunt, it suddenly changed. Okay, and he think that ये जो मेरी aunt है, she had this different face. Okay, whatever I used to thought about her, it is completely changed. Okay, and he's saying that not merely older or colder. Okay, getting it, he is just clarifying it here, that by the change face, or the different face, I do not mean that she has become some older or colder. Okay, but what? Yes, but how she has made now, that she made holy by death and children's failure. But he said that that change phase is not like that she become older or colder. Getting it, older or colder, what that mean, that she become some old or she become cold, not like that, but she rather become holy. Okay, holy is something which is pure, okay, pious. But he is like that, all my imagination, all my thoughts, okay, all those imaginary, they become much more holy. When we said that people are, whenever people are dead, okay, जब भी किसी इंसान की डेथ हो जाती है, तो वो एक तरीके से क्या हो जाते हैं, होली हो जाते हैं, राइट. यू कैन से कि हम उन्हें दूसरी तरीके से ट्रीटमेंट हम उनका करने लगते हैं, वो हमारे एक तरीके के पूर्वज बन जाते हैं. एंड वी यूज टू वी लाइट दीज कैंडल्स एंड ऑल दोज थिंग्स इन फ्रंट ऑफ देयर फोटोग्राफ्स एंड ऑल दैट. एक तरीके का उनका कार्नेशन हो जाता है एज समबडी, जो क्या है, एक इनविजिबल फॉर्म में हमारे चारों ओर, एंड दे आर हैविंग देयर ब्लेसिंग ओवर अस. तो दे सडनली बिकम होली, and all those things that all those emotions that are related to somebody who is dead. Okay, so he is like that, all my thoughts, all my imagination, they suddenly changed. And it's not like that she become much more older or anything like that, but she is rather what, she has made holy by death and their children's failure. Okay, we are not sure about what kind of failures he is talking about. Okay, maybe we will understand that in the later poetry. Okay, so yes, he is talking about some failures of his children, कि उनकी चिल्ड्रंस की कुछ फेलियर्स थी जिनकी वजह से. ओके, मे बी देर इज सम कनेक्शन विद इन द कन्वर्सेशन अबाउट हिज चिल्ड्रन. ओके, हो सकता है कोई ऐसा इस तरीके का कनेक्शन हो, वो हम आगे पोइट्री में देखेंगे. ओके, सो येस, हिज थॉट्स जो है अबाउट उसकी जो आंट है उसके लिए एकदम चेंज हो गए. ओके, मैंने कहा ना कि जैसे किसी की डेथ हो जाती है तो हम उसे कंसिडर कर देते हैं क्या, एज एन होली पर्सन. गेटिंग इट. लेकिन ही सेड दैट ऑल माई थॉट्स, ऑल दैट इमेजेस, ये और ज़्यादा उनके लिए क्या होने लगे, होली हो गए. ओके, एक तरीके सॉफ्ट कॉर्नर जो है क्रिएट हो गया. एंड वाई दैट हैज़ हैपेंड, ये हम अब आगे देखेंगे. ओके, फॉर इंस्टेंस ही इज जस्ट गिविंग एन एग्जाम्पल. द डे माई ग्रेट आंट डाइड, I was there by one of those chances children never miss, looking for a green ball. Okay, he said that the day he's talking about, he is just providing an example. Okay, that the day the day when his aunt died. Okay, and he said that I was there. Okay, I went there, and because these are one of those chances that children never want to miss. Okay, they are very curious about each and everything, है ना. Children's को हर चीज़ जाननी है. Okay, they are like, because they are children, that's why they want to know each and everything. Okay, they have this deep curiosity about each and everything. Okay, so similarly, this our writer or our poet at that time, he was a child. Okay, and yes, he was very curious about all these things, that what has happened. I mean, maybe it is a thing that he is not able to understand about the grave situations. Okay, that somebody is dead. Okay, it is not something that children are curious about. Getting it? तो कई सारे बच्चे तो डर जाते हैं ना. But poet, I think he was of that age that he do not understand what the death is all about and all that. We don't know that thing in these paragraphs till now. All right. So yes. So he said that these are the occasion that children, they never miss the chances. They are very curious about each and everything, and the same way they okay, this death, this has generated a sort of curiosity in the children, and this is the reason that writer was there. Okay, and the incidents he's telling about, he's been describing the incident when he was a small child. All right. So yes, he said that I was looking for a green ball. Okay, he was looking for a green ball. I never lost. Okay, so yes, this is just, एक तरीके से हम कह सकते हैं कि बहाना, कि it was just a mere reason he was there, that I have lost something and I'm just I'm just trying to find it. That's why I'm here. So maybe this is the reason that his aunt, she might, this is just a possibility, that she might be living in their neighborhood and he suddenly lost his ball, or he just pranked it that I have lost my ball, and with this reason he just went there to see. Okay, that क्या वहाँ पे हो रहा है. The curiosity of a child we are talking about. Okay, so he just take a pretext or an excuse to go there and see what all things has happening there. All right, तो इसी तरीके के excuse लेके he went there to see. Okay, and what he saw there, he's describing all those things. He said, I saw her laid out. Okay, the word here is lay. Lay is laying somewhere. Okay, laying parallel. Okay, लेटना बोलते हैं कि he said that I saw her laid out and her face was incurious. Okay, it is what? It is incurious. Okay, there is, it lack interest. There is no sort of curiosity. Okay, there is lacking interest in her face. You can, in other words, you can say it was a kind of face which was indifferent to the word. And why it is indifferent or it lacked curiosity? Because she is dead. Getting it? So her face, it was like incurious, eyes, okay, yet unshut. Getting it? Her eyes are yet unshut. Maybe whenever this poet reached there, she's not dead yet. Okay, that's why her eyes are not shut. Okay, so yes, her eyes are yet open when the poet reached there, and between glass curio bureaus, under a naked cob web bulb, next to a yellow dim window. Getting it? ये setting है बच्चों. Okay, this is the background, that where this body has been put. Okay, where this body has been laid out. Okay, where this body has been laying. So yes, this body, it was laying between this glass curio bureaus. Okay, bureaus is basically you can say a chest of drawers. Okay, drawers जैसे होते हैं, एक तरीके का piece of furniture है. Okay, her body, it was laying inside it. Okay, glass मतलब होता है कांच. Okay, curio. Okay, curio is basically something which is strong and interesting. Okay, it is generating a sort of curiosity, the way it all those things are. So yes, this dead body, or we can say that the dead person, his aunt, she was laying down there. Okay, we are not, very what we can say, we are not till now, we are not sure that either she is dead or not, because her eyes are what, her eyes are unshut yet. Anyway, so yes, she was she was laying there in the glass curio bureaus, okay, glass bureaus, and she was under a naked cow web bulb. Okay, and the thing is, where she was laying, there has some naked. Okay, naked is basically what, bare, something which is bare, which is not covered. Cobweb, cobweb क्या होता है, जो spider web create करती है. ओके, सो व्हाट ही इज ट्राइंग टू से कि जहाँ पे वो उनकी जो आंट है, वेयर शी वाज लाइंग डाउन, इट इज सराउंडेड बाय सम कॉब वेब, एंड नेक्स्ट टू, ओके, वेयर दिस कॉब वेब वाज, कॉब वेब, इट वाज नेक्स्ट टू अ येलो डिम विंडो. गेटिंग इट. तो उसके जो बल्ब है उसके चारों ओर क्या बना हुआ था, एक कॉब वेब था, यानी कि बहुत पुरानी सी वो जगह. गेटिंग इट हाउ द सेटिंग इज ऑल अबाउट. द येलो डिम विंडो, yellow dim window. Okay, this signified that maybe this is the time, the daylight. Yellow can denote many things, or this is the light of the bulb. We are not sure about it, but yes, this is the setting where his aunt was laying down, and my little dark aunt was there. Getting it? So yes, he said that she was lying there, my little dark aunt. Okay, this is the color, this dark is the color, that she is dark. Okay, nose, eyes and knee bend cut fresh from stone for a Parvati statue. Okay, see how he has used these words. Okay, my little dark aunt, she was laying there, and her nose, eyes and knees, okay, they are looking like that it is bended, it is cut fresh from the stone for a Parvati statue. Okay, they are looking like they are freshly made from the stone. Okay, this is some, you can say, the imaginary he is trying to present. It is of a sculpture. She is like looking like a newly made sculptures from stone. Okay, this beautiful statue of Parvati, from freshly made from the stone, she is looking like that only. These, her nose, her eyes and knees bend, the way it is bending and all that. Okay, so yes, she was looking like how she was looking. She is looking like a statue that has been made freshly from the stone. Okay, he is just trying to make it that she is looking like this beautiful structure. She has a beautiful structure of a Parvati. Okay, the way she is, he is, you can say, comparing her with Parvati. Okay, making her holy, making her imagination holy about his aunt. Okay, yes. Looking for something. Half her body under the coat. Okay, see how her body has been, how the structure of the body is like that. He is saying that the structure of the body is looking like she is, she is looking for something. Okay, she is searching something. The way the knees are bent. Okay, getting it, how he has seen that body of her aunt. It's like she is looking for something. Half her body under the cot. Maybe a rolling pin. Her little son has bought for play from the under the kitchen mob of cooking and washing relatives. Okay, she like that, he is like, her structure, it is looking like that she is searching for something, as half her body is under the cot. ओके उसकी जो हाफ जो पार्ट ऑफ बॉडी है वो कॉट के नीचे है. दैट मीन्स दैट मे बी शी वॉज सर्चिंग समथिंग एंड what she was searching, maybe she is searching for the rolling pin. Okay, rolling pin किसे कहते हैं, जिससे हम क्या करते हैं, जिसे बेलन हम बोलते हैं. Okay, maybe he is saying that maybe she is searching for things like that her little son may have bought to play. Okay, बच्चे इस तरह की शैतानी करते हैं, है ना. So he is just trying to say that the structure of her body, the way the body is been laid there, it's like that she was searching something under the bed. Cot is what? Bed. Okay, yes, for cooking and washing relatives. Okay, for for relatives, for cooking. Okay, so yes, the rolling pin, she is searching under the bed for relatives, for cooking and for for washing, for basically for that. This denotes that she was very hospitable. Okay, very hospitable in nature. Okay, she welcomed her relative very much. Okay, for that cooking and washing relatives. All right, so yes, poet has this kind of imaginary, okay, this kind of image of her aunt. Okay, he basically he think that she is the face or the body of her aunt. If they are like that she is some sort of statue, the freshly made statue of Parvati. She is that good or that beautiful. He has that kind of imaginary, and she always this may be the chance that whenever he went there, he always feed him, she always feed her with food, feed our poet with food and all those things. All right, so yes, he has this kind of imaginary in which he thought her aunt to be very pure, very holy and like that. But see now how things have changed. Getting it? We have till now we have this kind of imaginary of aunt. Okay, that she is a very she is like this short height, she is very slim, and she has these eyes and nose and knees and all that. She is very beautiful. Okay, very pretty sort of women, the way the poet saw her. But how things have drastically changed now. But yesterday my mother said, I never told anyone what happened. Okay, he said that yesterday my mother has told me something which I was not told by anyone. Okay, there is some event. Okay, so what has happened? That day when your great aunt died. Okay, this is the event. This is one event of the day when his aunt, this great aunt, okay, great aunt died. Okay, sometimes people whenever they're mentioning uh, uh, an elder to their grandparents, they are great grandparents. Getting it? So whenever they are talking about this great aunt, so maybe the thing is that she is like very older in age. She's very old woman. We can just realize that thing with this adjective. Okay, this great aunt. So yes, her mother is basically poet's mother. Basically, he is reciting some events that has happened in the day when this great aunt died. So क्या होता है हम देखते हैं. With all those children in and out of the death room. Okay, she is describing that the children of aunt, okay, we are talking about children of aunt, they were in and out of the death room. Okay, they are what? They are in and out of the death room. Okay, they are not sitting there with their mother. Okay, the dead body of their mother, they are doing what? They are going in and out. All the Keith and kin is basically they are talking about relatives. Okay, all the relatives of this great aunt, they were milling in the kitchen. Milling is that they were eating food in the kitchen. Wet figured smoke. Okay, and smoke, in the kitchen there is smoke. Faggot is basically wood. Okay, because this is the time of past, I think. The people used to cook their food in these woods. Okay, so how the thing, his mother is describing that when your aunt died, what their children and their relatives they were doing, they are not, they are not, but we can say, they, when we see these lines, what we realize, that they do not care about the death of this great aunt, but rather they are doing what? They were milling in the kitchen. Okay, they are eating food in the kitchen, in the wet faggot smoke, and they were rumors about the will. Okay, the insensitive behavior of these relatives and their children. What they have done, they do not care about her death, but rather they were eating food in the kitchen and they were gossiping about, rumors about the will. Okay, the will is basically what? Will is, you can say, whenever a person died, that how he has divided, or how one has divided the property, that is the will. Okay, whatever is in the possession of this old lady, how she has divided all those things, they were gossiping about that. Getting it? So they were not, sorry for the death of the great grandmother, great grand aunt, but rather they were gossiping about the will, that who get what. Getting it? That who get money, who get jewelry, and all those things they were talking about, rather than talking about the death of the aunt. Getting it? This insensitive behavior of the relatives. This is what her mother is talking about, his mother is talking about. Okay, this is the behavior of their relatives and their children. Her two daughters, one dark. Okay, so in these lines, what we have, we come to know that the insensitiveness of their relatives and their children towards his great grand aunt. Okay, great aunt. Getting it? They are not sorry for the death of the aunt, but rather they are gossiping about who get what possession of the money and all those properties and all that thing. Getting it? They are milling, they are feeding themselves. Okay, they are eating food, and nobody cares for the dead body in the death room. Okay, they are going in and they are coming just out. Getting it? So these lines depict the insensitiveness of these children and their relatives. Okay, towards whom? Towards this aunt. Anyways, now her two daughters, one dark and one fair, unknown each to other. Okay, so yes, he's saying that she has two daughters, one was dark and one was fair. Okay, one was dark and one was fair. They both are unknown each to the other. Okay, when they are these two sisters, but they are unknown to each other. Okay, when he's saying unknown to each other, maybe this is because of color. Okay, one is dark, one is fair, but what he's really trying to say here, that they are unknown to each other, that means that there is no sort of warmness in the relationship. Getting it? They are unknown to each other, there is no warmness. Okay, they are not that close, that's why they are unknown to each other. Okay, we are talking about sisters, two real sisters. Okay, they are just unknown to each other, and what they have done, they have alternatively picked their mother's body clean before it was cold. See what they have done? They have picked their mother body clean before it was cold, or the eyes were shut of diamond earrings, bangles, anklet, the pin in her ear, and toe rings from her wedding in the previous century. Getting it? What they have done? They have cleaned their mother's body. It's not like cleaning like they are bathing, they're trying to bathe their mother, but the cleaning is of the jewelry. Getting it? How insensitive, how greedy they were. What they have done before their body was cold. Okay, before their body was cold or their eyes were shut. Okay, they are not they do not care about shutting her eyes. or even the body get cold. When they're saying that the body was cold, it means when body is cold when the person is dead. Getting it? This great aunt, she was not dead even, and even before that they have started removing all these things which are precious. Getting it? These jewelries, what they have done, they have removed these diamond earrings, these bangles, anklets, pin of your hair, toe rings, each and every possession which are expensive, they have removed from the body. All right, and they have possessed it for themselves. How insensitive they are towards her mother. Getting it? How greedy they are. So yes, they have done this. So this is the event that her mother, his mother, is telling to the poet. Okay, so all these things, they were from her wedding in the previous century. So whenever this great aunt was married, she received all those things in her wedding in the previous century. Okay, they have removed each and everything except the gold in her teeth and silver G-string. Okay, they have removed all those things except what? There was some gold in her teeth and silver G-strings. Okay, why they have not removed these two things, the gold and the silver G-string? Because they did not know she wore, because they do not know that she is wearing these two things also. Okay, the gold teeth and this silver G-string. Okay, see how insensitive they are. They do not know anything about their mother, but they are even unknown to each other. But even before this great aunt is dead, they started removing those precious things from her body. This insensitive nature of human being, this greedy nature of human being, it is widely described or ridiculed in this poem. Okay, her napkins on, to the great disgust of orthodox widows who washed her body at the end. Okay, see, they are not able to pick these two things because getting it, how they come to know about this event. Okay, this disgusting event. Okay, when the orthodox widows, okay, there must be a tradition that these widows, these orthodox widows, they tend to wash the body of somebody who's dead. Getting it? Maybe there is some sort of tradition, and when they bathe this dead body, they come to know that what these daughters have done. Okay, and this is the most disgusting thing one can do, and these are her real children's, her real daughters. Getting it? So yes, he said that to their great disgust. ओके, बहुत ही ज़्यादा शर्मिंदा करने वाली बातें जो ये थी, ये इन विडोज़ को पता चली when they washed her body in the end. Getting come to know that these daughters, they have removed each and everything, but they forget to remove this teeth and G-string that she was wearing inside her. They are not able to, what we can say, they do not realize that there is some gold left in her teeth and these. Okay, so yes, this is the most disgusting thing they have done, and these things they were realized. Okay, people come to know about this event. Getting it? So yes. And the Darkstone Phase of my little aunt acquired some expression at last. Getting it? And yes, okay, people come to know about these greediness, and he said that yes, this Darkstone Phase. Okay, stone phase is like when we say stone, somebody's stone. Okay, that means that there is no life left. Okay, or expressionless, you can say. Face of my little aunt, it acquired some expression at last. Getting it? So yes, what he's trying to say, that my aunt, that all these image and these imaginary of my aunt in me, it become more holy when I realize, or when I come to know about this event, this incident. Okay, all these things, all these thoughts, they drastically changed when he realized that what their children, these relatives they have done to this great lady. Getting it? So yes, this poem basically do what? It ridicule the human selfishness and emotions, the self-centered and greedy and egotist humans. Okay, so it basically describe the emotionlessness of their daughter, this disrespect toward these dead old people, persons, or the members. Okay, and it basically describe this love for materialism. Okay, all the relationships which are artificial. Okay, yes, so they are basically what it this poem display. This is the great display of greediness of human beings. Okay, this disrespect towards elders, disrespect towards the dead people. Okay, this poem basically describe all those things. So this is what how this history it drastically changed. Okay, so yes, this writer he is famous for all that. Okay, whenever he writes a poetry, it is something which is what, which is original, and it has all those kind of what we can say, inclusiveness in his poetry. Okay, he's just famous for all that. All right, so we can just analyze the artistry, how he has used these words, these short words, and describe all the sophistication of these relationships, and how selfish, how greedy the childrens are nowadays, how disrespectful people are, the society is towards these elder or old peoples. Getting it? So yes, this is with this we have completed this poem. Okay, if you have any problems regarding the poem, you just you can just ask me. All right.